Fair enough. Good job, I guess. Next time I'm gonna have to run faster, huh? Time to...
allowed to go where I want, okay? This is still America, damn it! Seriously? Jeez. Whatever, just take it and get out of my face. Asshole.
Have you met my... Oh, it's you! Who were you again?
There has to be some way to help Abby.
Helping the family out? Oh, no. No, that's dangerous work. Hope you're being safe about it.
Hang in there, Abs.
Abby, in trouble? If only I could have. If only I could have, if only I could have, spent more time with her.
I wonder what Pop knows.
Abby, darling, such a strong child. Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. There was,
There has to be some way to help Abby.
Oh, hello. So good to see you again. Lost? Oh, no. How could I get lost in my own home? In Atlantic City.
What is that glowing concoction
Off?
people drink around
How so?
Nukashan?
I wonder what Pop
I won't
knows.
be caught dead serving that radioactive slop.
Dad? What kind of question is that? I can't say they would. Unless it's one of the many victims of my bingo skills. B-39!
Another broken nail. I'm not cut out for
How could I
this,
not be?
brother.
Smell all that fresh air. Take in those beautiful ocean views. We're in the most beautiful place in the world right now. A tourist hotspot, and you think I'm unwell. You are a comic sport. Is that a rhetorical question?
There has to be some way.
We're in America's playground, one of the most iconic cities in the nation, Atlantic City. Well, I'm an old man. I've been retired for quite some time now. Before then, I seem to recall working in the garbage business. I made sure that the casino quarter was spotless, and the city kicked up some cash for me in
Songwriters around
return.
here. I may be doomed to search my own feelings for inspiration.
Never mind what.
Horrid.
Sure. Lay it on me, sport. Evan? Oh, my wife is the most beautiful creature you could ever lay your eyes on. Isn't she?
Wonder what Pop
I still remember the day she and I met. She was some kind of performer, an acrobat, maybe. But I saw her on stage, and it was like the world stopped turning, and all the lights faded to gray. Nothing else mattered. I brought her flowers, I think. Her favorite ones. I can't remember what they was called. Roses! Yeah! Now that you mention it, I think that they were. How did you know that?
How much longer I can survive.
Are you trying to charm my wife? Vincenzo has always been such an ambitious kid. A heart of gold, that one. When he grows up, I'm sure he'll be an excellent made man. He takes after his father completely, you know.
Does no one want to drink in these godforsaken hills?
Abby? Why? Something wrong with her? That little tyke always tends to get into trouble. But you know kids, right? When you're still growing and there's all those hormones, it makes you a bit rebellious. I'm sure it's just a phase. Awareness of what exactly? Look, I don't know what she said to you, but I'm sorry if she's acting out. I'd ground her, but she's got a fiery spirit.
Amidst the hills of
She'd probably just disobey me anyway.
stars have fallen.
Questions? I didn't realize we was... Well, I hope I was able to give you some good answers. Let me know when later comes. Abby? Oh, where'd that girl scamper off to?
Evelyn Russo. Nursing cheap vodka.
What's your pleasure? So what did Pop have to say? Anything comprehensible?
Absolutely nowhere. Oh, the stars have fallen.
Pop. So he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Or upsetting. Haven't decided yet, and don't have time to. Well, if he won't help us, we'll need more of a Hail Mary.
What is that glowing
What?
concoction?
Oh,
Drink around
right.
here?
You mean caps.
I
Was hoping you'd have more of a heart, but
to
fine.
slop.
I'll buy whatever help I can get if it means saving Abby. I agree. Ever since Abby mentioned Pop, I've been racking my brain,
Is it?
trying to remember anything he might have told me.
Want to drink in these godforsaken
I remember he
hills?
would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory, so it always struck me as out of character. He told us he had a warehouse there. Never said what it was for, and I never found out either. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe that place has something to do with it. Maybe the family is keeping stock there. Even an antidote if we're lucky.
Not sure how much longer I can survive outside the city.
I can't say for sure, but Pop, well, he was in the family. You know, the mob. The same mob that sells Devil's Blood. Maybe he was just collecting Vigorish, but... And I really hate saying this. I hope it was blood-related, because it could be our only lead. That's right. It's a lead. It could come to nothing, but it's worth a shot. Better than twiddling our thumbs while Abby wastes away.
I may be doomed to search my own feelings.
All right, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate of yours again. I'm coming with you this time. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend of mine familiar with the rumors. She'll know where to go from there. Let's meet in Atlantic City and go from there.
No shopping for miles. Not even a convenience store. And the way these Appalachians
has to be
decorate
some
their
way to help that.
vending machines. Just a travesty.
There has to be some way to help Abby. Let's meet in Atlantic City and go from there. I wonder what Pop knows. Dang it, Abs.
Split ends and no hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating. I have far too much time for idle chatter. Tell me something interesting. Oh, if we must. Rehashing old news is so humdrum.
Yeah, I'm sane. Just waiting for the next wave to hit. Sure, I know it's been a lot to deal with. Well, I shouldn't have stolen that devil's blood. Punishment always comes for those who do. I just thought I could do it without getting caught. I have access to places I shouldn't. Just got too confident, I guess. And too desperate. Like myself, for now. The withdrawal to this stuff comes and goes. You never know when the next wave is gonna hit. Sorry, I know you're doing what you can to fix this for me. Don't feel like you have to. I always figure things out. Somehow. She did. In name only. She would take any spare moment to talk smack about them. I guess she felt backed into a corner. Joining them was the only way to keep an audience. I can't blame her. I think I know how that feels.
The wayward. More like the dragon.
Okay.
I don't want their business.
Probably for the best. I think it'd do better if Mom would accept reality and cater to the locals. All the glitz and glamour doesn't work like it did over there. You can ask. I feel like you might regret it, though. Well, isn't it obvious? Because we're a disaster. Whenever people get a glance behind the scenes of the glamorous Russo family, they back off. The few people my parents could have called friends left them behind. Ben doesn't even tell people who he really is. No one wants to get dragged into this mess. If you can't keep things together at home, who's gonna trust you with anything on the outside? No one with any sense will. I think my parents had enough to deal with before 2 more family members came into the picture. Then we just
Broken nail.
followed their example, I guess. Close? I was, with Dad. Yeah. Anyway, my parents have too many of their own problems to worry about me and Ven. I try not to fault them for it, I really do. They have
Does no one
They have such vibrant lives. I was always jealous. Wanted to be like them someday. But I was jealous of their time, too. I want parents, not idols. Vin has always been there for me. Never judged me when I messed up. I don't know how people are always saying they hate their siblings. For us, I don't know. Maybe our messed up situation brought us together. Good idea. Let's just shake that one off. Yeah, sure. What do you want to know? I don't know. The pain is the same here as anywhere else. Sorry, that was... I'm just trying to figure out how to make it through this right now, that's all. It's a long story. I don't think I'm really comfortable talking about it yet, sorry.
Amidst the hills of absolutely nowhere.
I can barely think about surviving tomorrow, let alone a month from now. I'm just gonna try and make it through this first. Glad to. Later, then.
Hang in there, Abs.
Watch out for Ralph.
Can I cross this name off my list or what? Nice work. I've got a little extra set aside for my best hunters here. Thanks for dealing with this, kid. So you're due some payment here. Hard work deserves real pay. Now scramble.
is no such thing as time off when the city is filled to the brim with corruption. So, what's it going to be? You going to be on the right side of history, or the wrong one?
More like Mother Charlotte.
Okay, now that we're here, it's time to find Sloane. She used to patrol this area. Said if I ever needed help, to head this way, and she'd find me. Sloane's a friend. A former colleague. She works for the city doing street cleaning. Oh, it's not what you're probably thinking. She's a monster hunter. She and her crew take care of any overgrown that slip into town from the Pine Barrens. She kills things. Bad things, like overgrown, mind you. You'll get along great. That wasn't what I expected. Bet you thought you were rid of my poor aim when I left the Munis.
You know I never wanted to be rid of you in the first place, but... yeah, I really did. Always nice to see some friendly faces. Though I don't recognize yours.
Let's see what Sloane has to say.
What brings you back to AC, Ven? You bringing me a new recruit?
I've come to ask you a favor. Remember those reports we used to get about the family snooping around our turf? We're here to find them.
The family? Steer clear of them, Ven. They're trouble. What has you looking for those gangsters anyway? Your new friend here drag you into this? A cure? I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Abby's on Devil's Blood. We're here trying to find an antidote. I know the mob moves in and out of the district. Don't ask me how. It's the perfect place to hide chems. Tucked in a dangerous part of town, away from their precious casino, out of the spotlight. If they do have a warehouse here, maybe we can find a lead on a cure. Please, I need your help.
I'm so sorry. You know I want to help. But first, I've got my own problem to solve. I'm only out this way because my squad got scattered fighting overgrown nearby. I'm still missing a lot of my people. I need to find them. But there's a lot of ground to cover.
Listen, you're our best bet for finding that warehouse. Let us help you. Together, we can find your squad faster, and then you can repay the favor.
Really? Are you sure? Abby needs you.
Like I said, to help Abby, we need you. Plus, I can't just leave my old comrades to die.
If you insist, I won't turn you down. But I hope you aren't doing this out of some misguided sense of guilt. And what about you? You as good a Samaritan as Mr. Russo here? You sound even more determined than Vin does.
Trust me, this is the right way to go about this. Abby's stable for the moment, but these munis could be dying this very minute. And the search could take days without Sloane's help.
I like that attitude. All right. I saw some of my cadets head down the road past your makeshift landing pad. Head over there and help out anyone you can find. Vin and I will take our own path and help out the rest. Meet us up the road closer to City Hall when you're done. I have a hunch about where we can find that warehouse of yours. Good luck.
My bad day got a whole lot better. Thank you.
Thanks. I thought I was dead meat. Thank you. Whew, you saved my life.
I could have taken it if I had more ammo.
nice to know I haven't lost my touch.
Thanks for helping my people.
That brought back some memories.
I owe you one. Missing the good old days?
Well, I don't miss the danger. But it does feel good to be a Muni again. Even as a fill-in. Right. We need to search for that warehouse. Abby's life depends on it.
Abby. Poor girl. I hope for her sake, whatever hunch you have pays off. You should check down this alley. We've seen family members hanging around a building down there. I don't want to fight, so we've never pressed them on why. Could be what you're looking for.
If they're guarding a building off their usual turf, it has to be something important. But how do we get in? Worth a shot. We'll hang back and keep watch from this direction. Good luck.
There's no way.
Let's see.
How you gonna prove it? Gonna pull one out of thin air?
back. That was incredible. What did you find? Look, that was a private conversation. But you're doing us a huge favor here, so I guess I'll spill my guts to you too. Yes, I had second thoughts about leaving Atlantic City. I loved my job with the Munis, wading into the scummy pond water, taking the torch to endless nests of overgrown. It was the furthest thing from my past and current life. It had meaning. I wasn't slinging cocktails for killers or working all night just to keep my mom's insane project in business. I really felt like I was living, you know? Not shutting my eyes to the world outside, wishing it would all just go away. So you can imagine, I have a few regrets. I know. That's what I tell myself every day. Enough about me. What did you find in the warehouse back there? Really? Then we were right. I can hardly believe it.
I think I know the building you're talking about. We received reports of people slinking around that area, but it's so full of overgrown that I dismissed the idea out of hand. That was dumb of me. Let's head that way, see what's there. Maybe we can sneak inside. Let's see what Vin found.
We used to use pipes like these to pump the water out of buildings and go hunting for salvage. But couldn't we reverse the flow? And use the pressure to flush the family out? With the right adjustments, we can blast enough water inside to take out any guards and create some kind of opening. There has to be something. Hey, what about these?
Now that you mention it, we did have an incident once where a newbie mixed up the valve order and blasted a bunch of overgrown to Kingdom Come.
Yes, we're so close. I just know this will pay off.
It's a good plan, Vin. But this is the end of the line for me. If a municipal officer got caught assaulting a gangster hideout, it could jeopardize the peace we have in Atlantic City. Before I go, though, I want to make you an offer. I want you to come back to us when this is all through. Curing Abby takes precedence. I would never say otherwise. But it's clear you missed the job. We'll take you back. I'll pull whatever strings are necessary. What do you think?
I knew this was coming, but I'm still not sure what to say. In my heart, I'm uni, but I left for a reason. My family needs me, desperately. If I'm not there for them, they'll probably devolve into raiders or ghouls or worse. And I'm only half joking. I need to think about it. I will take it seriously. I promise.
I know you will. I'm sorry to make you choose again, but I really do feel it would be right for you to return. Think it through. I'll be here for you either way. Good luck, Vin.
Okay, concentrate. Back to business. These pumps are finicky. We'll need to turn the valves in the right order to reverse the flow. The valves are marked with their numbers. I think the order should be 3, 2, 4, 1. Can you remember that? That's right. Let's have at it. Let's see what we can find inside. plan worked. Okay, now we just need to look around and see if there's a cure stashed here somewhere. Before we do, though, tell me something. Once we're all past this, do you think I should come back here? Leave the business, try and return to my old life? I guess it is. It's just hard to come to terms with that. I chose a different path, after all. I never saw myself as someone who would drop everything to follow his dream. It just never seemed realistic. When my family came begging, I went back to them. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I always want to do what's right. I'm just not sure what that is right now. What would you do in my position? That's a very blunt assessment, but I appreciate your honesty. Maybe I need to give my own happiness priority. You've given me some food for thought. Thank you. I'll sort out my own feelings later. Now, it looks like there's another floor to this place. Let's get up there and take a look. Who do we have here?
Hey, look. I just work here, okay? I don't want any more trouble. Take what you want, but don't hurt me. Hey, I ain't paid for my loyalty. We all know that much. Or at least I thought we did. Me? I'm Jean. I cook blood for the family. Not my first choice, but it has its perks. Wait, why am I answering your questions? Who are you? What are you doing here? Cure for devil's blood addiction? That info is what we call classified. You'll have to make me an offer better than the kneecaps I'll lose for telling you. I remember that feeling, yeah. Appeal to my soft side, why don't you? Look, I would if I could, okay? But I can't cook an antidote for devil's blood. Not with what I got here. I only use synthetic materials. Hate to talk down my own product, but, yeah, it's almost like knockoff stuff. Wasn't always that way. In the good old days, before I was caged up like a lab rat, we used a pure, organic compound. But times have changed.
But if you had that organic compound, you could create an antidote? Can't we get it for you?
Well, maybe if you could get it. Good luck with that. Even I don't know where it comes from. Only the original creator does. And he's long gone. Conchita Lombardi drove him into exile when she took power. Might have even whacked him by now. So unless you happen to know where Tony Russo is hiding out, you aren't getting your cure. Sorry, pal.
My father? Damn it, Pop. I knew you had something to do with this. Just not what...
Wait... Tony is your dad? The mafia boss Antonio Russo? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're Vinny? I really am losing my kneecaps.
Seems like we owe my father another visit. Senile or not. We have to get him to cough up some info if we want to save Abby.
Senile? Oh, kid! Did you really fall for that act? That man's sharp as a carving knife. He was barking orders right up until he fled. Never a hint of forgetfulness. Oh, I won! He's been pulling the wool over your eyes, Finn. Yeah, I'm just sad to see you fell for it.
What? There's no way. Unless... I was pretty busy. And I'd been away from home, working for the Munis for a while. Did I just take it for granted? I'm not the only one who was fooled. It's not like you made any more progress than I did. But... that's not an excuse. I should have seen through it. With everything else going on, maybe I was just relieved I didn't have to deal with him anymore. I never was his favorite. You're right. We need to head home and confront my father. Do whatever it takes to make him admit he's been playing us, or dig up something that could lead to a cure. I know this was a lot to go through, but thank you again for doing this. I'll meet you at home when you're ready.
You got someplace else to be?
God, what now?
How would things be different with a normal family? There's no time to chat. I've lost count of how many cigs I've smoked waiting for you to arrive. Not a single one has caught my nerves. I was hoping they would. I managed to get everyone in one room. It was a lot harder than it sounds. We need to confront my father. He can't hide anymore. Not when Abby's life is at stake. You want my honest opinion? No, I'm not okay. But this isn't about me. My sister is dying. Her condition takes precedence over my whining. We're going to tell him that we know. We know everything that he's done. He's going to try to deflect and keep pretending that he's senile. And every time he does, we push back. Good, because I'm not. But we don't have much of a choice, do we? This way. Feels like I'm sweating buckets here.
Enjoying the, digs? I've definitely seen worse.
Oh, look, it's snowing. Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. See, it was, oh, hello. So good to see you again. Lost? Oh, no. How could I get lost in my own home? In Atlantic City? Let me know when later comes. Have we met before?
Let's just hope this goes well.
Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. See, it was, oh, hello. So good to see you again. Off? How so? Dad? What kind? I can't. How could I? We're in the most. You are a. Have we met before?
Mom, will you relax? This isn't helpful. He's sick. We don't even know if what Vin said is true.
Abigail, please. I've handled more than one bad performance in my day. I just didn't think it would be my husband I'm booing off the stage.
Ladies, I do wish that I could help you, but this devil's blood sounds very dangerous.
Just cut the crap! Your acting's not even good. Frankly, it's embarrassing that we fell for it for so long.
What? What's going on? This is all very overwhelming.
Ven, where did you hear that Dad is faking?
I met one of his old business partners, Jean. She told me everything. Pop's been faking senility to get out of AC so that Concerta Lombardi can't have him killed. That's why those hitmen showed up at the Rose Room. Our friend here can back me up.
Is this true? I wish I could say I can't believe it. But... God, Dad, really? This was the first thing your brain went to? To fake dementia?
And this cursed nightclub? All that nonsense you gave me about an Appalachian nightlife. Ah, just another falsehood! No one makes a fool out of me, Antonio Russo!
The only one making a fool out of you is yourself, Evelyn! All of you! So yeah. Yeah, I was playing hooky. You think it's because I like walking around like a dried prune asking what day of the week it is, huh? I had a target painted on my back by the damn mob! Would you rather have a senile father or a dead one, huh? Yeah. Thought so.
I just wanted a dad. Period.
You can write a novel on why you're innocent later. How about we talk about what we're going to do for Abby?
Hey, let's not overreact now. It's just a little indulgence, right? Who doesn't have a vice these days, huh? She looks fine.
Oh, I've married a Shakespearean villain, haven't I? Our daughter is dying, Antonio.
Why? Oh, would you quit the melodrama for just a few seconds, Evelyn, for the sake of...
For once, she's not being dramatic. According to Jean, Abby needs a pure sample of devil's blood to make an antidote for her withdrawal symptoms. And you're the only one who knows how to get it.
For God's sake. You had to go for the one chem you couldn't come off of. What's the matter with you? All right, Peanut Gallery. There's something you all need to see. Come with me.
Whoa.
Antonio, what is this beast doing in my home? Oh, disgusting.
I've seen one of these before stalking around the city center. Not something I'd want to piss off, I'll say that much.
We started seeing these fellas show up around 10 years ago. Devils, we called them. They're still pretty rare. Elusive.
Then why do you have this?
You tell me, honey. Would the showman pay top dollar for a freak show devil corpse?
So you killed it to make a profit.
Hey, Abby, look at this thing. What do you think it is, a bunny rabbit? It's as ugly as sin. Look, I needed an edge over Concerta. Quintino had yours truly to be next in line to be godfather, but that little viper wasn't having it. She tried to sabotage me at every turn. I needed to make more caps, prove that I was useful.
And embalming this thing was the answer. Oh, what a ridiculous idea from a ridiculous man.
I'm ridiculous, Miss Prima Donna? What wasn't ridiculous was this fella's blood. I originally took it to Jean to get it embalmed. I promised her a small cut, but any dreams of a sideshow attraction disappeared when we realized the tantalizing properties of its blood.
Does this mean you still have a sample of its blood? We need to get it to Jean as soon as possible.
It just so happens I do. If what you're saying is true, then we need to act now on an antidote. I'll take Abby and your friend here to Jean. Know what a tag-alongs. The damn mob's gonna be swarming our tails the whole way. Concerta will know I'm back the second we touch ground on Jersey soil.
Damn it. If it weren't for the mob. Stay safe, all right, Abby?
I will. I got us into this mess. The last thing I want to do is to drag you further into it.
I hope you know what you're doing, Tony.
You, me, Atlantic City. Many reasons, kid. For one, they're a pain in the ass to kill. They'll turn you into a paper angel before you know it. This fella here is already dead. That makes things a hell of a lot simpler. Two, probably because Vin was too busy fantasizing about unicorns and rainbows or whatever munis do to just suggest that in the first place. Concerta's the little sister of Quintino Lombardi, the godfather. She's an ambitious, conniving brat. Let's just say Quintino named me as his successor, despite me not being his own flesh and blood. The man was sterile. As such, Concerta wanted me out of the picture to take power by force. I could get a skywriter to spell it out for you if I wasn't clear the first time. Concerta wanted to ice me out. I thought if I faked having dementia, she would write me off and leave me alone. Fat lot of good that did. You saw those assassins? You can guess whether she bought it or not. Pride? One of the 7 deadly sins people love to preach about. In order to sell the lie, I had to make everyone fall for it. And that included my flesh and blood. You know how headstrong Abby and Vin are, and how Evelyn is. I was so deep in it that I didn't really see a way out. I just kept thinking, someday I'll tell him. But I always put it off. Some may say it was cowardice, but I just think it was a lack of punctuality. Couldn't agree more. Abby and I will meet you in the city center. Try to get there in one piece. Concerta's goons take no prisoners. Give me and Abby some time to catch up.
How would things be different with a normal family?
What is that godforsaken smell? I thought I told Vincenzo to scrub the must out of this place. Ugh!
Hey, nice to see you without any cement shoes on, kid.
Are there any songwriters around here? I may be doomed to search my
What do you
own
need?
place for inspiration. Horrid.
Hey, how's it going? Later, then.
Is that glowing concoction people drink around here Nukashine? I won't be caught dead serving that radioactive slop.
This, do that.
Who is going to clean up this corpse?
stay clear of the showman if I were you.
this.
When you help, not if.
Right, when? Will there be a reward involved? Possibly some blood?
Sure there will. You'll get the gift of continuing to live. The greatest gift of all.
Right.
So, you managed to get here in one piece. Took you long enough to get off that vertibird. Time is of the essence here.
Yes, of the essence, right. Of course, yep. You're Abby, right? You sure you want to get clean?
Focus here, Jeannie.
Focusing. Right. Do you have the sample?
Yeah, but this here is liquid gold. Don't break it.
Give it here.
Hey, Maran, can we maybe speed up the process here?
Dad, just wait.
No, this isn't good. This is the opposite of good. What is that? Bad? Right. Bad.
What's the problem here?
I wasn't expecting this. This has profound implications, and I don't know where.
Just spit it out already. My daughter is dying, and we don't have the time for you to have your little eureka moment.
The sample you brought me isn't pure enough to make an antidote with.
What?
That's a very funny joke, Gene. That came from the Jersey Devil himself. How can you get any fucking purer?
You're not gonna believe me, but, that wasn't the real Jersey Devil. If such a thing even exists, that is. This is juvenile blood. The one you killed was just a child.
What? So you mean the ones we see coming out of the Barrens is just... it's... children? Then, how big's the father? Huh? Or the mother? It's hard to tell with these things.
I don't know. No one's ever seen it before. Lived to tell about it, that is. The quantity of neural proteins present in the blood sample isn't fast enough to qualify this as an adult. But if there's a juvenile, that means there's a parent. An adult would have blood potent enough to craft an antidote.
So, you're saying you want us to go into the Pine Barrens and kill an adult devil? Just trying to see if I'm the one who's going nuts, or if it's still you.
But if it's our only option, we've got to.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying.
Right. Looks like you and I have some business to take care of with a gentleman from the Barrens. I'm still trying to process that it's real at all, frankly. Let's just hope that it is. The, properties in the Devil's Blood are too weak. Whatever the egghead said. The, ingredients we need from its blood are not present in big enough quantities for it to work. Like, baking a blood cake, right? I don't. But it's our only shot, all right? And I don't leave without results. Not sure. Hey, egghead. How do we draw an adult devil out?
That I can help with. We've got enough here that I can make fake devil pheromones. If you can bring the pheromones to high points in the city center, maybe the scent will draw the devil out of the Barrens.
I could probably think of a few places to bring him.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We? Oh, no, Abby. You're not coming.
What's your excuse this time? I'm an adult. I can handle myself. I've been handling myself for years now, thanks to you and Mom.
Hey, don't bring your mother into this. Yeah, you've been handling yourself, right? Look how well that's going. You're so strung out, you're on death's door.
Strung out on a chem you sold.
You little... My word is finally. You are not coming. Wait for us here. We'll be back with the blood.
You'll never change, will you?
Go ahead, walk away. It's not like I'm trying to save your life or anything.
Hurry! We don't have much time.
First to go to the overgrown.
This is it. Hope my daughter's grateful we're about to whack a living legend for her. What gave it away? Is it the constant tension or her blatantly hating my guts? I know you're not supposed to have a favorite kid, but I did. And it wasn't Vin. When Abby was real little, I took her under my wing. She was a total daddy's girl. Showered her with affection and gifts. I used to let her sit in on all of our meetings. I showed her the ropes. I hate to admit it, but she would have been a top-tier maid woman. But there's a reason they call the Cosa Nostra the family. It's 'cause it replaces your real one. And you've got to fuck over your real one to keep the family happy. What didn't change is the real question. Abby, she was, you know, getting older. Becoming more of a teenager, and less of a little girl. She was growing into a formidable young woman, and that was the problem. Yeah, thank you, Einstein. I'm well aware of that. You're missing the whole point here. There ain't a law saying women can't be in the family, but there's always been opposition to letting them reach positions of power. Yeah, it's tradition. It's always been men who have done the killing, the stealing, the plotting. I was next in line to be godfather. Do you really think they would have accepted her as my heir with no issues? Just ask Conchetta. Why do you think she has a target on my ass? If she could have been Don, Quintino would have chosen her. She's his flesh and blood, after all. Sometimes tradition is a good thing. Good habits stick. Sometimes it no longer saves you. And sticking to it ends up stabbing you in the back. Most people are stubborn. Change don't happen often. Especially not around here. I wasn't about to set Abby up for disappointment. Train her all these years just to be rejected. I just distanced myself from her. Didn't let her sit in on my work no more. I never told her why. Over time, she just got the hint. That's when she started acting out. She knew I was the big player moving devil's blood around AC. I don't know if she knew I discovered it, but that don't really matter now, does it? There's tons of chems you can get hooked on in this shithole, but she got hooked on one thing that she knew would get my attention. Trouble is, blood is highly addictive. She got in to win my love was some such bullshit, but there's no getting out with that poison. I never thought something like this would happen. I thought she'd take up an honest trade. I never wanted this. Not for Abby. Listen, the past is you know how much this shit is worth? I'll tell you what, kid. Why don't you take a little more than you need? It'll take longer, sure, but Abby's waited this long already. I'm sure she could last a bit longer, and I can take the rest back to Jean and make an exclusive line of elite blood. We could make a killing off it. Poor devil's already in sorry shape, don't you think? There's enough puddled on the ground there, just take it from there. But there's... well, you... Yeah, you might be right there. Maybe I'm losing my grip on myself. I'm getting too old to chase these caps, kid. I don't know how much time I got left. The mob aside, I might as well spend the rest of it trying to make it right with my kids, right? Just take enough for Abby, all right? Just leave the sucker to his own devices. Get back to Abby as soon as possible, and thanks, kid, for showing me the way. It's the dawn of a new era, huh?
You're back! Well, and you have all your limbs. Exceeding expectations again, I see.
All right, Jeannie, we got the goods. Hey,
you should hurry. Think of all that pure blood being wasted. Yeah, about that.
I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. Where is my daughter?
She took off. It wasn't my fault. I swear, Antonio, she just left.
Why on earth would she do that? Her life's in jeopardy, for God's sake.
Hurry! We don't have much time. She said she needed to be alone. That this is a mistake.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did she say where she went?
Sorta. She said she went to the place where she met her real father.
Kids and their dramatics. We need to go find her then.
You should hurry. Think of all that pure blood being wasted. We don't have much time. You should hurry.
Yes, genius, I am. And I'm pretty sure I know where it is. It's where she first saw me whack a poor fool on the job. Hard to keep a calendar in times like this, but she was still a kid at the time. Fella owed the family caps for some blood he never paid for. He never came up with the cap, so we wasted it. I wasted it. I guess you could say it was Abby's first lesson in what happens to an addict at the end of the line. You and me both, kid. It's completely irrational, I know. She's probably just being a drama queen. You know how teenagers are. Well, she's 20, but that's just a teenager with an extra year.
You should hurry. Think of all that pure blood.
Agree. Let's go.
Hurry. We don't have much time.
Abby! There you are!
I was hoping you wouldn't find me. Please, just leave me alone. It's best for everyone involved if you just leave me alone.
Abby! What the hell's gotten into you? We got the sample. You need to come back to the lab.
Why even bother with it? Is there even a point to this antidote?
What are you talking about?
Do you even remember what happened here, Dad? You wasted a guy on blood because he didn't pay up. What even sets me apart from him? Why does he get a bullet to the head and I get an antidote?
Abby, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna just let you die over something that happened 14 years ago. We can't just let her walk away.
A normal life, huh? Let me ask you something. What life do I have to return to? What point is there? My mother's too busy looking in a mirror to look at me. My brother can't be there for me for forever. He has his own life to live. My father kills people and ruins their lives for a living, and I've never even been good enough for that. So let me ask you again. What do I have to go back to? With a life like that, what'll even stop me from using again? Then all of this would be for nothing. I would love to believe that. I really would. But how do I know I can trust his word? Anyone can lie. Only actions show change. Consistent action. How do I know anything is gonna change? What proof is there? He did? He gave up Caps? I'm not sure if I believe that.
Look, quit making me out to be this horrible bad guy. I just didn't want to waste perfectly good money is all.
It's not about the blood or even the stupid devil. It's about the fact that you've always chosen Caps over me. Why did you walk away from me? What did I do wrong? That I can believe.
I wasn't there for you, and for that, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But the truth is, you didn't do nothing wrong. And I never hated you. I knew you could never really be in the mob. They would never even let you file their papers, let alone call the shots. I didn't want to set you up for failure, you understand? But I didn't want to break your heart neither. So I just did nothing. But I should have done better. And for that, I'm sorry.
You admitted you were wrong. So maybe it's time I do the same. I never really thought you cared about me. I thought I was as disposable to you as every other addict you wasted. I don't think I deserve special treatment because I'm your daughter. But if I'm going to take this antidote and start a new life, I really want it to be a new life. A new start. No more killing, no more Kims. I want a proper family. I don't want to be on my own anymore.
No, Abby, you're right. I failed you. All these years, I put Caps and the high life ahead of my family, ahead of my own flesh and blood. I'm the one who owes you an apology, and yes, I am a coward for trying to walk away. I should have done better. You know, sweetheart, there's still time. If you take the antidote, I can be the father you always wanted from here on out.
I want the antidote. I want to get better.
Let's head back to the lab then. You'll feel better soon. No time for chit-chat. We gotta get her cured. ASAP!
Oh, you're back. Did you get the sample? And, will there be any leftovers? Huh, well, in every scientific endeavor, there's always a margin of error. But the margin of error here is only about 49%, which is less than half. That's reassuring, right? Just one moment. I need to engineer the antidote. Are you sure you want this, Abby? No more blood. Forever.
Put a sock in it, Gene.
All right. This should be good. Ready, Abby?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm right here with you, kiddo. Well? Do you feel any different?
I don't know. Not really. Wait. I feel... the craving is dying down. It's not as intense.
You should feel some immediate relief. But it'll take weeks for the symptoms to fade completely. It'll only get better from here on out. Not worse.
Thank you, Jean. I should be thanking you the most. Without you, I'd still be... I don't want to think about what might have happened to me. Oh. Well, I'm sure my dad would be willing to spare the caps. He's got too much money for his own good, not that he sees it that way.
Anything for you, Abby. You better prove to you that I'm here for you. You ready to go home now, kiddo?
Yeah, Dad. I'm ready. Would you meet us there? You've been with us the whole way, so it wouldn't feel right to part ways here. I'm sure Ven wants to thank you too. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
I really hope this works. Don't like that there ain't no guarantees, but I guess that's just life, right? So, how do you do this whole father thing? It's easier to make caps than raise a kid.
Makes recovery seem all the more worth it.
No time for chit-chat. We gotta get her cured. ASAP. Well, no need to roll out the red carpet for us, but we're back. The devil coughed up his cure, and Abby is right as rain.
Thank God. Does he mean it, Abs?
Yeah, Ven. I'm back. Really back.
Thank goodness. We're all due for some relaxation now that this is through. Would you like a toast, Abigail?
Let's take it easy on the substances for a while.
That's no fun at all. If I can't be a star again, at least let me libate like one.
You don't need a big audience to be a star, Mom. I love hearing you sing.
You've grown charismatic with age, Abigail. If only I could say the same for your father.
Hey, not in front of the guest. Speaking of which, why don't you come join the festivities? So is this the part where we give you our gratitude and third-born child?
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive outside the city.
All right, 10 secs to take a breather.
Where is everybody? Does no one want to drink in these godforsaken hills?
Don't propose that to Evelyn.
I know this has been a roller coaster.
Nothing's ever simple.
Having you looking in from the outside, it shed light on a lot of things. But I'm hopeful for the future.
I actually have something I want to talk to you all about. This has been on my mind for a while. Ever since we came to Appalachia, I've missed working with the Munis. I don't know if I've ever actually had the chance to express it before, but that work, it meant a lot to me. Helping people, making a difference that doesn't just get washed away by the next problem. I'm not ready to leave it behind. After this, I'm going back to Atlantic City. I hope you can understand.
Every bird flies the nest, son. If this is your time, then so be it.
You're lucky you still have the chance to return. I'd take the opportunity in a heartbeat.
I'm glad you're doing this, Ven. I'll miss you. Really miss you. But you deserve to do what makes you happy.
Whew, it, feels really weird to talk about myself.
Oh, you'll get better with practice. I certainly did.
Yeah, maybe a little too good. Don't you think, honey?
You know you love it.
All right. Family meeting's over. As for you, our doors are open. Least we can do in return for your assistance with family matters. Maybe one of these days, we'll even have a happy hour worth inviting you to.
No shopping for miles. Not even a convenience store.
Do
and
this,
the way
do
these
that.
Appalachians decorate their vending machines? Just a travesty.
I'm better now. Better than ever, actually.
How would things be different with a normal family?
Evelyn Russo, nursing cheap vodka in a shack amidst the hills of absolutely nowhere.
I wish just once we could keep it together.
I guess luck really can be turned around.
Oh, another broken nail. I'm not cut out for all this manual labor.
I'm better now. Better than ever, actually.
Nothing's ever simple.